everybody in the building. If you haven't heard already, Aaron Rodgers informs, he lets the Steelers know that he will sign with them. I don't know the details of the contract or what he's going to sign, but I know for one thing for certain. The Steelers better not make the mistake and sign this man to a multi-year contract, bro. It better not be a 3-year contract. At the very most, 2 years, and that's pushing it. I'm going year by year, honestly. You know what I mean? I'm going year by year, but the Steelers, and this is, I just don't like it. It's just like, I'm informing you that I waited all off season. I was trying to be with the Vikings, and I'm a Viking fan, by the way. This is just my honest opinion. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game. So if we play your team, you know what I mean? Be in the chat. We're going to talk in the chat. We're going to vibe out. But yeah, man. So Aaron Rodgers informs the Steelers he's going to sign with them. So my whole thing is, Aaron Rodgers must have had a lot of options. It sounds like Aaron Rodgers had a lot of options. The only options I could really think off the top of my head, right? I don't think the Vikings was a real option. Maybe the Giants before they signed Russell. And then the Steelers. What other options did he really have? But shoot, I don't know. He'll definitely know. His agent will know way more than I would know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the Steelers, all the Steelers fans all around the world, how do you feel about Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers? And do you think that can get you over the hump? Do you think that can get you enough wins to make it to the playoffs? Do you think it will get you enough wins to win the AFC North? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. The division is pretty darn good. I think people are sleeping on the Browns. I think the Bengals are going to have a bounce back year. I think the Ravens are always good. Does Aaron Rodgers put the Steelers over the top? You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and come at Aaron Rodgers and say the man is done. But as a Viking fan, I'm very happy that the wait is over, because I'm going to keep it real. As a Viking fan, there was a lot of rumors about him coming to the Vikings. True or not true, it was rumors, right? Speculation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that he got a job, but I'm happy he's not in the purple and gold, because it's J.J. McCarthy time for us, right? And I'm so happy he signed with the Steelers, because I don't know why I'm thinking, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Correct me if I'm wrong. If J.J. McCarthy had one bad game, say, for example, we play the Commanders, and he throws like 2 interceptions. I can imagine. What's going on? Everybody in the building, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm a Viking fan giving you my honest perspective on Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers. Just giving you my honest opinion. I go live for every Minnesota Viking game. But I can imagine Aaron Rodgers calling up the Vikings and being like, yo, J.J. McCarthy struggling. This man threw 2 interceptions. Y'all sure y'all don't want to give me an opportunity? I can see him doing that. I can see Aaron Rodgers doing that, bro. Just waiting in the cut, waiting for J.J. McCarthy to just mess up on something. So I'm just happy. We talking about the Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers informed the Steelers that he's going to sign with them. And as a Viking fan, I'm just giving you my honest perspective, because there was a lot of speculation that Aaron Rodgers was going to come to the purple and gold, the Minnesota Vikings. So just giving you my honest opinion. Greetings. Even Russia's in the building. What's up? But listen, man, like I don't understand. Listen, can they win the AFC North? Are they good enough to win a division or possibly make the playoffs? Now let's talk about Aaron Rodgers real quick. I'm not going to disrespect the man and say the man is just washed. He's no good. Whatever. Like, I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm not going by what everybody else says. I think he's a solid quarterback. I'm not going to talk about his accolades. I'm not going to talk about his accolades. Of course, he's a Super Bowl champion. He's an all-time great quarterback. But right now, he's not that. He's a solid quarterback because he's up there in age. He's 41 years old. He's not the same Aaron Rodgers. But I'm not going to say the man is washed. Skull, what's up, bro? I'm not going to say the man's washed. Last season in 2024, he threw for 3,897 yards, 28 touchdowns, only 11 interceptions, QBR 48.0. The thing about Aaron Rodgers is, and a lot of those yards, and I'm not hating, I'm just stating, was check down yards, check down plays, short passes that went big. Their wide receiver or their running back ran for big yards. It wasn't like Aaron Rodgers was throwing the deep ball 30 yards here, 40 yards there. I'm not saying that Aaron Rodgers can't do that because I think that the Steelers have a very, 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 very good wide receiver in DK Metcalf. I think that was a very good signing by the Steelers. No, he didn't complete the far. Yeah, he didn't complete it. I'm happy he didn't, though, bro. I'm happy he didn't. So he has DK Metcalf. And salute to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you double tap, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. But he has DK Metcalf, which was a very good signing. And I was like, why are they going to trade for this man or sign this man and you don't got a quarterback? Now they got a quarterback that could possibly get him the ball. We'll see. We'll see how good that 1-2 punch is. We'll see how good that 1-2 punch is. They also have a young wide receiver in Roman Wilson from Michigan State University Wolverines. And they have Calvin Austin III. He's a solid young wide receiver as well. So we're going to see what they do when it comes to receiving and throwing the pass to them. DK and who else? They got Roman Wilson. We'll see what he can do. And Calvin Austin III. They also have a couple of running back that I liked going into the draft. And his name is Caleb Johnson, Iowa Hawkeyes. I like the Caleb a lot. Very elusive, breakaway speed, power. I like the Caleb. And they drafted him in the 3rd round, 83rd overall. So if they could get the running game together, another thing about Caleb Johnson is he could catch the ball as well. So he had 240 carries for 1,537 rushing yards, 6.4 per carry. He had 21 touchdowns, and he also had 22 catches for 188 yards, 8.5 per catch, and 2 touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. So they have some weapons offensively. I think their second string running back is Jalen Warren. And then they got Kenneth Gainwell as well. So they got some running backs. We'll see what Caleb can do his rookie year. The Steelers got some offensive weapons. I don't really know about their offensive line. So somebody's going to have to school me about their offensive line. I have no clue. And they also have a solid defense and a very good coach in Mike Tomlin. The player of the defense is T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt is still balling. T.J. Watt is still a very, very great player. T.J. Watt had 11.5 sacks last year. They also have Minkah Fitzpatrick, their safety. He's solid. And they also have on their defensive line, what's his name? Cameron Hayward. He's 36 years old. He had 8 sacks last year. So he's still balling. And for his career, he has 88.5 in sacks. So he's a baller, but they're going to have to, I don't know too much about their whole entire defense, but I know Mike Tomlin is very good with getting his guys ready to play. But they have a great coach. But it's just funny to me, like Aaron Rodgers. Oh, I'm going to inform the Steelers I'm going to sign with them today. Like I'm not saying that he's not a great player, but it's like, dude, you waited this whole time. You should have been with the Steelers. You should have been let the Steelers know. And I'm not saying he didn't. This probably just came out now because they're letting it come out now. They only let so much information come out to everybody. Only when they want it to come out. I'm glad Rodgers signed with the Steelers because he ain't good, and that the Bengals in his division. Yeah, I think in that division, I got the Ravens winning the division again. I got the Ravens winning. I think a close second would be the Bengals. if they stay healthy. I think the Browns might surprise some people. But my question is, does Aaron Rodgers put the Steelers over the top? Meaning, does he get them to playoffs and actually do some damage? Because he can't just check it down all game. Like, he gotta be able to throw that deep ball to DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is a deep threat. He's one of the best deep threats in the NFL. He's not going to want you to check it down all the dang on time. So Aaron Rodgers is going to have to do his thing. And this is just a Vikings fan perspective, man. Like, I'm not coming at the Steelers. Congratulations, Steelers. Y'all got a quarterback for a year or two, because I don't know the details of the contract. But I still feel like, all right, so for the Steelers, they got Mason Rudolph, they got Will Howard, and they got Skylar Thompson. I like the Mason Rudolph. I wanted him to be our backup quarterback for the Vikings. I wanted him to be our backup quarterback. And shout out to Desha Auburn. I can't. Did you? Yes, I cut my hair. Yes, I cut my hair. And I like Will Howard as well, because in my opinion, Will Howard, all right, I think he was a 6th-round pick, but I like his potential. We'll see what happens with Will Howard. But that, I don't know if they're the future quarterbacks for the Steelers. Or the last time they had a franchise quarterback was Ben. So they got to figure that out. But I guess for right now, for the next couple of years possibly, they're going to go the Aaron Rodgers route. They passed on a couple of quarterbacks in the draft. I'm not going to say no names. But I don't know, man. The Steelers, they definitely are better. I think better with Aaron Rodgers than without him. You know what I mean? Because I don't think Mason Rudolph is better than him. Will Howard's a rookie. We know Skylar Thompson's not better than him. So the Steelers improved. They're improved. I'm not going to sit here and hate on Aaron Rodgers. I'm just happy he's not in the purple and gold, because I know you did not pronounce my name. Oh, Deisha, my bad. I didn't. What's up, cuz? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I didn't know that was you. The contract was a 1 year. Oh, so it's only 1 year. So yeah, I would go year to year. I would go year to year and call it a day. I'm not going any further than that. Like, listen. People, he's 41 years old. Not saying that 41 is old, but this is professional football. You can't just sign a 41-year-old to a 3-year contract extension. So that was smart on the Steelers' end. But I don't know if this puts them over the top in the AFC North. And I would love to know how people feel about the Steelers right now. Does this make them more of a threat to, because the ultimate goal is to win a Super Bowl, right? Does this put them in the conversation in the AFC to possibly win the AFC, right? Because you got a solid defense, you got Mike Tomlin, you got a good offense. We'll see on paper. You know what I mean? We're going to see with Aaron Rodgers. You improved at the quarterback position. In my honest opinion, Aaron Rodgers is an improvement. That's my opinion. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, you tripping. I think he's still a solid quarterback. He's not the old Aaron Rodgers like he was. He's not the MVP Aaron Rodgers. He's not that dude. But he's still a solid quarterback, even at his age. Even though he does check it down a lot. This lowered their chances to make the playoffs. You think it lowered their chances? So who would they put as their quarterback? Because you got Mason Rudolph, you got Will Howard, and you got Skylar Thompson. Who would you replace Aaron Rodgers with? Who's better than Aaron Rodgers to take him to the next level? Shout out to Daniel. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. What's going on, brother man? Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. I think this made their I think this made them better overall at the quarterback position. I think this gives them, it depends on how strong the locker room is, because you got to think of the other stuff that Aaron Rodgers probably brings to the locker room. It's just funny to me when I heard this headline. I seen the headline saying that Aaron Rodgers informs the Steelers that he will sign to him like he's a superhero. Hey, you guys need me. If you don't have me, you have no chance. You know what I mean? By the way, look at all these tadpoles, y'all. I want y'all to see this. This is crazy. Look at this. All those little black things swimming around, all tadpoles, y'all. All tadpoles. That's crazy. By the way, everybody in the building, smash that like button, double tap the screen, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm just a Viking fan giving you my honest perspective on Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers. And I will be going live for every single Minnesota Viking game. So even if you're not a Viking fan, if you're enjoying the vibes, consider subscribing. When we play your team, I'm letting you know this right now. We're going to beat the brakes off of all y'all teams. Hey, listen, I don't care. Listen, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You're going to have to prove me wrong, bro. I feel like the Vikings going to run through the whole NFL this year. Look, listen, that's how I feel. That's how I'm coming this year. That's my vibes this year. Prove to me that you could beat the purple and gold. Prove to me that you could beat the Vikings. Because in my opinion, the Vikings is about to run the whole NFC. Not just the NFC North. I'm talking about the whole NFC. Prove me wrong. Let's go. You said Will Howard. Hey, listen, I'm a big Will Howard guy, man. I respect Will Howard, but I'm not starting him right off the bat. Because you got to think of it like this. Not saying that draft position completely matters in the NFL, but that man is a 6th-round pick, bro. That's a lot of pressure to throw him out there as a 6th-round pick and just be like, oh, Will Howard, just go do it for us. I'm not saying he can't do it, but come on, man. I don't know about that. I think the Steelers overall got better, though. I really do. When it comes to the quarterback, for just a year, they got a solid dude that can do some things still. He's not the old Aaron Rodgers, though. He's not the old Aaron Rodgers. He's an average quarterback right now that can make some plays here and there, in my opinion. And that's not a bad thing. Being an average quarterback in the NFL is a very good. You know what I mean? Bengals play Vikings week 3. But I'm just happy that there's nobody that's a threat to take J.J. McCarthy's job, because it's like, you know, J.J. McCarthy's going to have some ups and downs. Like, as much as I love J.J. McCarthy, and I think J.J. as a player, and I think he's going to be a good player for the Vikings for a very long time, he's going to have his ups and downs. I'm not going to be delusional and say, this man ain't going to never throw no interceptions. He's not going to fumble. He's not going to do nothing bad. But my whole thing is, I'm glad that there's nobody that's like, hey, listen, Vikings, hey, Quasi, week 5 or something. Hey, yo. Hey, Jay McCarthy's throwing interceptions left and right. Are you sure you don't want me to sign with y'all? I'm telling you, I'm waiting out for y'all. Like, I thought this man was waiting out for us, y'all, for real. That's what it started to feel like. Oh, hey, Vikings, I'm waiting for y'all. As soon as J.J. McCarthy throws 2 interceptions in a game, I'm calling the Vikings right now. I'm going to see if Quasi wants to sign me. But I'm just happy this is not a factor no more. Aaron Rodgers is not a factor to the Vikings no more. We don't got to think about it no more. No more. It's over. But congratulations, Steelers fans. Y'all got a solid quarterback even at his age. I'm not going to be the typical person saying that he's washed and he's bad. I just think he's not the old Aaron Rodgers, but he will keep y'all in a lot of games. He'll make plays. I just hope that he's not just going to check down every single play. I just hope he's going to throw it deep to DK Metcalf and Roman Wilson. You know what I mean? That's the only way, bro. You can't check it down all game. If you check it down, let it be like the running back screens or something like that. But not all game, bro. It's 3rd and 10. You checking it down 5 yards before the dang on first down line. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. You got to throw it beyond the sticks. But Bengals play Vikings week 3. That's going to be a good game, though. The Bengals is going down, but that's going to be a good game. The Bengals is going down week 3. But it's going to be a good game, and I'm looking forward to that game as well. I really am. I'm looking forward to every game this week, this year for the Vikings. It's gonna be fun to watch, man. There will be some downs though. I want people to understand that. There will be some downs. But I think there's gonna be more ups than anything. And I can't wait to go to my first Viking game this season. I can't wait. But yeah, man. That's pretty much all I had to say, but but I had to get that off my chest, man. A lot of people are celebrating in Minnesota. A lot of Viking fans are celebrating. We don't got to worry about Aaron Rodgers coming to the Vikings no more. Not to say he's a bad quarterback right now, but we trying to move on to the future, man. And that's what we doing. That's what we did. And I'm proud of the Vikings franchise for standing on 10 toes, standing 10 toes down, and believing in what they wanted to accomplish. And that's draft our quarterback in 2024, build a roster around him while our quarterback is on his rookie deal. And that's what the Vikings did. Vikings 10-7, I can see that. I can see a 10-7 record. I can see 11-6. I can see 11. You know what I mean? I can see 12-5. I got the Vikings between 10 and 12 wins. That's just my opinion, though. How is J.J. McCarthy doing? J.J. McCarthy's doing excellent in OTAs. I understand his practice. I don't try to get too hyped about OTAs. But, man, it's exciting, man. It's hard to not get excited about what you're seeing at OTAs, the highlights that I'll be seeing on YouTube and all that. It's hard not to get excited because this is our first franchise quarterback since Teddy Bridgewater and Dante Culpepper. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to talk about Christian Ponder. I'm not even going to talk about all that, man. For me, I need that next great quarterback in Minnesota Viking history, man. It's been a long time. What's going on, brother? Salute to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all double tap, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's definitely going down on My Sports Vibes, and we will be live every single game. Let's go to the bowl, baby. Let's go to the bowl. And if you are a basketball fan, I'm about to be live in a couple of hours doing the NBA Finals on my other YouTube channel. It's called Mike, M-I-K-E, Sports, S-P-O-R-T-S, Vibes, spelt with a Z, V-I-B-E-Z, Ballin, B-A-L-L-I-N-G. I will be live on that channel covering the NBA Finals, play-by-play with the scoreboard. We're going to see what happens, man. That's going to be a good series if you're into basketball. Nah, we're not going to bring up Kirk Cousins. Are you afraid of the new quarterback for the Giants? Not at all. Hey, listen. I hope the best for the Giants, man. Until they go against the Vikings. But nah, bro. I'm not scared of none of y'all quarterbacks. I'm not scared of Russell. I'm not scared of Dart. I ain't scared of none of them, bro. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100. I'm not scared of none of them. But salute to everybody. It's hot outside taking this nature walk. But I had to get outside and take this nature walk. You feel me? And I had to talk that talk, y'all. I had to talk that talk. Let's go, Vikings, baby. Yo, I'm so hyped, man. I'm so hyped about this season, man. For real, I really am. I'm excited about the off season. I'm excited about everything. But salute to all y'all teams, man. All y'all teams in the NFL. Even though the Vikings are going to be the Super Bowl champions, we're going to speak it into existence. The Vikings is about to win the Super Bowl 60. But salute to all y'all, though, man. It's going to be a good year. A lot of great football to watch. A lot of more superstars being unleashed in the NFL. Because there's going to be a lot of superstars coming out this 2025 NFL draft. It's going to be a lot of superstars, man. A lot of people going, and also, there's going to be a lot of superstars coming out that 2024 NFL draft too. Like my guy, J.J. McCarthy. Talk that talk. You already know the vibes, bro. You already know the vibes, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Have a wonderful day. And as always, God bless. Be safe. Let's go, Vikings. Go to the bowl. I'm out, y'all. Nah, I ain't heard no news. I heard that he's going to be the best wide receiver in 2025. Because he's that guy. You know the vibes, bro.